Well, we just took a little drive over to Shaq's shop. It's like 40 degrees out. We got the mini truck out. And check this out, boys. Shaq got the tire machine set up all here now. Balancer. I mean, this is sick. I mean, it's a huge step up. Well, boys, it is also official. We got the sign up front now. He can now do state inspections, which is awesome for the business. Peep the little lucky cat. And graphic on the side here, too. I mean, this place is really, really starting to come to life on the outside, just as well as the in. So that is super exciting to see. Let's go. We got the Foci. That's how you know summertime is coming back around. Got the roof back on here. It's getting cold. But this gets me excited. What up? Oh, I was gonna say I'm being followed. Good little look around, nice and clean. Sheesh. Definitely beginning to feel like spring, boys. This is so exciting. Lots of projects for the trucks. Gotta close my seatbelt, not in the door. And Robo truck just does not want to start right now. Gotta jump this thing. But once we get this going, I'm actually gonna take this out today. It's still like mid-February, but it'll just be so fun to drive it. Everybody's driving their cool cars again, so can't wait to take this thing for a lap. Well, all right, boys. I was noticing a loss of power in the truck, and my brake and battery light are on. I've never actually seen that light on the purple truck, so it could mean two things. I've had to jump it the last couple days. My battery hasn't been too happy, so I either got a bad connection, maybe some corrosion, maybe my battery really is just dying. That's what it really feels like. Like right now I'm flooring it, and I can feel the truck stuttering. Usually that's battery. The battery's being bad. I guess my electric fans were coming on. They probably weren't getting enough. I've been smelling a little burning, and I didn't even realize my truck was starting to overheat because of the fans. We're not turning on. Truck does not smell great right now. Yeah. Fun stuff. Just kind of learn as you go. Little look inside here. Nothing too crazy yet. It's pretty pressurized. But oh my God, my belt is gone. I didn't even realize. I hit a pretty big critter. I don't know if it messed up my front lip. No. Well, that would definitely do it. So the fans were going, but it wasn't pumping the fluid. Wow, that is insane. That's why my battery wasn't charging just now. I guess it was just dying because it was cold. You know, I haven't ran the truck for the last couple of months, but that would explain my not charging issue too. Like I said, I just hit a pretty big animal in the road, like a possum. It was just safer to go into it than around it, unfortunately. I don't know where this oil right here is from. That doesn't make any sense right now. God, man, this is strange. But pretty crazy, my belt literally came off. Like, I have not seen that. Yeah, look, I mean, not to be gruesome, but there's some guts down there, so I don't know. I mean, it's pretty big. I don't think it clipped my belt. My belt was squealing, but pretty interesting nonetheless. So poor truck. This battery just got a workout of a lifetime. Well, I guess we got some stuff to work on this thing now. Woo! Good content for y'all. So very funny enough, your boy always stays strapped. I'm hoping this is the right one. There's two belts. I don't know why there's two different belts for the hard body, because they are the same thing, 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive, but I got two different ones. So hopefully one of these fit, even though they're the same part number. I might have, changed the belts around, but they are factory Nissan belts. When it comes to the Nissans, my biggest learn, especially with the charging system, only run factory belts. Don't take these part numbers down yet unless they work, because I do not know if this is too big or too small yet. But I got a couple aftermarket belts that I can run until my factory belt comes in. But actually, I probably won't even need these. I usually take like an aftermarket belt on like a road trip or something in case mine goes. Not something that happens often, but as you can see, it happens. So hopefully one of these will fit. I don't know, boys. I'm having my doubts. I think this belt might be a little too small. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why. The Nissan dealership always talks me into buying two. This time, I actually have the correct part number on a receipt somewhere. Oh, man, it's hard to open this hood. But here we are. Yeah, this belt's looking a little small already. I don't know. I mean, we'll find out. But now I actually have the right part number if I need to go and get a belt. But yeah, it sits up here, and I don't know. We're going to find out. Let me get this on there. So we're pretty close. Maybe if I loosen this up and get it around there, maybe this belt might work. We don't want to force it on there. Obviously, if it's too small, it's too small. I'm going to crack this bolt and then crack this one and loosen this up. And, I mean, if we can get it on there and it works, why not? Man, I guess I found another little issue. This thing popped out of there as well, so I got to reattach this wire yet again. I feel like it's been a couple times I've had to do that. Yeah, there's a little fur down there attached to the middle. Not great. Yeah, a lot of little preseason things, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of little things I want to work on in this truck and do. I've just been putting so much time and attention into this one that I haven't been working on this one. Now that spring is coming, I guess now is the time that we really start buckling down and getting things done. All right, we're making some progress. Getting this real far in there. So actually, this belt might work just fine. I really hope it does. It'd be pretty sick. You just don't want it too tight, you know? I got it on there. I got lots and lots and lots of play, which is a really good thing. That means I can tighten this thing up and get this adjuster away from the belt. And if all looks good, I can run this belt, which is actually really, really nice. That saves me like $60 on a factory belt. And it went up in price. It used to be like $30 a piece, but now at the dealership, I think just because they're getting older, they're gone up quite a bit in price. And check this out. We got that factory belt in there. Got a little slack on there. You don't want it too tight. Maybe I'll even reduce it just a little more. But you obviously don't want it slipping because you want it to charge your alternator and all that fun stuff. Honestly, one of my by far favorite modifications to the hard body was the fan delete. Like, with the electric fans, it gives us so much more space to work on this. Changing a belt is like, literally takes minutes. Just want to tighten up that alternator bolt too down there. There's one more at the very bottom. It's like a 14. Just check my oil. It's good. I'll change the oil come springtime once we really start driving this thing again. And I got a lot of wire tucking to still do. I made some videos. I deleted them, but I got rid of all my wires that were stranding across here. But, I mean, obviously we have our coil pack. We have the underglow. We have this whole mess that needs to be figured out. But all in time, it really is. I've been talking about cleaning up the wires in this for far too long, but I did actually start to do so. So really happy with that. And I gotta get a cloth, clean this up, loosen that up, and let's give it a start check. All right, let's get in my dirty mini truck because I haven't cleaned it because it's spring. She's running. She sounds okay. Kind of important. It's all that really matters to me. Everything looks and sounds good there. I might have to come back out in a couple days, after driving it for a couple days, and just give this a good check, make sure it's as tight as it needs to be. If not, tighten it up a little bit. It might stretch a little, which I hope it does. I'd like to tighten it up some more. But I was able to make it fit just fine. So, I mean, that was a fine option for a factory belt, which is, just really nice. And everything else is looking pretty good, honestly. Except for that O2 sensor. I'm gonna connect that, but I'll do that on my own time. It'll take like 2 seconds. So this truck is just so like unpicky. I don't even think it cares if it has an O2 sensor or not. But we've taken our wires and we've got them exposed, twisted up, and we're just gonna take each wire, put it inside this little butt connector, squeeze it down, and then take a little lighter and heat it up, and it'll kind of seal off the wires. It'll keep it away from the elements, and we could probably run some electrical tape around it as well, and then I'll probably zip tie it back to that line down there. But that'll cure up the purple truck, and I think she's pretty good for the day after this. Well, go and check that out. Got it all taped up. You got it all crimped together, heated it up, sealed it, and then I put a little extra tape around it just because it's really exposed to the elements where it is, and everything is looking great there. And so now that we've gotten the purple truck figured out for now, next up we are going to mess with my little brother's Monte Carlo. What we got going on for this today is, sometimes it's good to keep your personal life a little personal, and my little brother didn't care too much, so I figured I'd share with y'all. This car actually ended up in a ditch a couple weeks back. I mean, probably about 2 months ago, right before I did about the time I cut the roof off this, actually. He was just driving, and obviously it's not like he's on snow tires. This isn't really a winter car. He's driven it for about 2 years. He's still pretty young, and car just kind of started to spin, and he was just, put it in the pucker brush instead of in oncoming traffic, which was a better idea. So it caused a little damage, and I made a video at the time assessing some of it, and then I did some donuts. What I'll probably do is just show you guys what we got going on, and then I'll show you guys the video of the donuts that I sent him. I told him his car was good. So he had a little dirt in his fan shroud. We cleaned that off, and a couple other small things. Obviously, his plate down here got a little messed up. His bumper got split right here and here. So obviously the little front lip is a little messed up. So eventually he's gonna have to get. I mean, it's kind of crazy to say he's gonna get a whole new front clip for this, but that is pretty serious. I mean, there might be someone out there to fix it, but I'm sure you'll just get a new front, bumper, and a new lip. This is just easier to replace right here. It did crack. I mean, it just kind of happens. His light did get pushed back quite a ways, or the bumper did get pulled forward. I'll show you some clips of what the car looked like in the ditch. It was, it's interesting to see now, nonetheless. Oh, shit. From far away, besides the little mess up with the light there, because that light's sticking out better, and we might be able to adjust that. The biggest flaw that you really see, I mean, you don't even really notice all of it, is just down here. This little side panel is just missing a big chunk out of here. So, this dent was here before. I mean, it's an old car. I mean, it's in great shape for what it is and being his year-round daily. But he said he didn't care too much to fix this right now, but I do have a spare. That kind of came with the car when we got the car, so I think I'm going to make it my mission today to get this painted up and get this on this car for him. Even if it's just spray paint black. I mean, we just spray painted the front of that and you don't even see all the paint that chipped off. So, yeah, I mean, it cracked the paint. I mean, it folded a little bit. I think we pulled his, it's got shock absorbers, real 80s, as like they're like bumper absorbers. It's real weird. So we just pulled that forward, and it's probably explaining the whack fitment of that light. He's got to get a new light. He plans to do all this, coming up. So I think just for right now, I just want to replace this, make it look clean again, fill in that panel for now, and, not a big deal. But he's got some exciting plans for this car. He's just hit some big milestones with it. And we're going to hop into getting this, just, sand it down real quick. I don't know if these cracks will show through the spray paint, but I'd rather see just like a full panel on there. I think it'll look a little bit better. And that's pretty much it. I mean, pretty simple stuff there. So I just got some sandpaper. No idea what grit. I'm not a body guy by any means. I just entirely do this for fun. But it's funny a part like this even like broke the way it did on my brother's car, because it's like this rubbery polyurethane kind of like, it's just so funny like that. Of all the pieces that snapped, it was this. As you can see though, when we sand down, these lines are getting a little more we'll say aggressive, but they're actually like really smoothing out. And you might be like, oh man, more spray paint, but it's okay. He plans to paint the car eventually as well, so spray paint's always a good quick fix for things until you get to the main solution. So we are now out here with my little brother, and we are going to change out this panel that snapped, like I was saying. It's a new day. We put some gloss on there. Not perfect, not pretty by any means, but it's going to look real good up here. It's just going to look like it's an older panel. Didn't spend too much time on the prep work just because, like I said, it's just temporary until he paints the car. But like I said, we're going to remove this bolt here, and that piece is a little busted right there, but that's okay. There's some brackets up in here. I don't know what they mount to yet, so we're just going to have to kind of go at this one piece at a time. Take out these screws, reach back here and twist off this lens, the light for the lens. So that's down here now, and just start working at it. We got James out here wrenching on his car. Nothing like being in Crocs in 30-degree weather. How you feeling?
Pretty good. The rust in my eye, pretty good.
No, this is pretty interesting. So we've taken out these two screws. There was 2 screws underneath facing up, and now it's actually 3M taped on. That is interesting. I don't know how we're going to work around that just yet. Might have to go grab some. I don't know. Use the old tape for right this second. That's pretty interesting. We don't even have to take out that light then. We've gotten the old panel off that's broken, and we'll fit in our new panel. So obviously I'm going to want to get some more 3M tape. But what we're going to do is slide this just back in that hole, line it up with our light, and just push it in place. I mean, it goes back on pretty simple. So we're underneath the car, and there's a little screw that goes in this panel, and one more that's supposed to go right up here, and that's what's going to hold this panel right in place. Well, all right, guys. We've spent a few minutes just messing around, hanging out, and the new panel is now on. Good look at it. It is aftermarket. where I believe it's pretty old. I mean, you know, you can still see some of the cracks and everything. Just like spray paint gloss. Like I said, it's just on there, so there's no more big missing chunks. So from far away, good, you know, 20-footer, you don't even know anything happened. But yeah, pretty interesting nonetheless. But wanted to share that part of the story with you guys. I think that's pretty much going to do it for today's video, though. We're just messing around, lightly working on the cars, having fun. And, I mean, there's a lot to come for all these vehicles this spring, summer, fall. So, there's going to be a ton of content coming out on the cars and the mini trucks. So, if you want to see some more of that, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all real soon. Peace out.